peculiar word for a butcher.
Harness maker, wasn't he?
I said butcher. His only virtue was a soldier with numbers, and he led them to the slaughter like sheep.
But even if in that sense he was a butcher, the fact is that he lost everything.
And a drunken one half the war.
Agreed, Father. If his own people said he was, I can't argue he wasn't.
What is it you find to admire in such a man, Jimmy? The butchery or the drunkenness?
Neither, Father. Only the fact that he beat us.
He didn't.
Is it your contention we won the war, sir?
He didn't beat us at Vicksburg. We lost Vicksburg because Pemberton gave Bragg 5,000 of his cavalry. And Loring, whom I knew personally for Nindercoop before you were born, marched away from Champions Hill with enough men to have held them. We lost Vicksburg by stupidity verging on treason.
I would have said we lost Vicksburg because Grant was one thing no Yankee general...
Drunk? I doubt it.
Obstinate.
Obstinate? Could any of them compare even to that with old Stonewall? If he'd been there, we'd still have Vicksburg.
Well, the butcher simply wouldn't give up. He tried 4 ways of getting around Vicksburg, and on the 5th try he got around. Anyone else would have pulled
He
north.
wouldn't have gotten around if we had a Southerner in command instead of a half-breed Yankee trader like Pemberton. What's the matter?
Miss Annie, you see, she's brought a custard.
But I'm not accustomed to it.
Let her this time, Miss Sullivan. It's our only way of getting adult conversation if my son's half merits that description.
Give us something to quiet her, Jimmy, please.
But her table manners are the best she has.
Viney, bring Miss Sullivan another plate.
I have a plate, thank you.
Bonnie, I'm afraid what the captain says is only too true. She will persist in this till she gets away.
Viney, bring Miss Sullivan another plate.
I have a plate. Nothing's wrong with the plate. I intend to keep it.
You see why they took Vicksburg?
Miss Sullivan, one plate or another is hardly a matter to struggle with a deprived child about. Now she's hurt herself.
No, she hasn't.
You don't know the child well enough yet.
I know an ordinary tantrum well enough when I see one, and a badly spoiled child.
Here, here. Miss Sullivan, you have more understanding of your pupil if you had 1 ounce of pity in you.
Pity for this tyrant? The whole world turns on her whims. Is there anything she wants she doesn't get? I'll tell you what I pity, Captain Keller, that the sun won't rise and set for her whole life. Every day you're telling her it will. What good will your pity do when you're under the strawberries, Captain Keller?
Kate, for the love of heaven, will you
Miss Annie, I don't think it serves us to lose
It serves
our
her good, that's all. It's less trouble to feel sorry for her than to teach her anything better, isn't it?
I fail to see where you've taught her anything yet.
I'll begin this minute if you all leave the room, please.
Leave the room!
Everyone, please.
Mrs. Sullivan, you are here as a paid teacher, not to
I
lecture me.
cannot teach her 6 years of pity if you can't stand up to one tantrum. Oh, Stonewall, indeed. Mrs. Keller, you promised me help.
Indeed I did, and we truly want to help you.
Then everyone, please, leave the room.
Kate, will you come outside at once with me, please?
For goodness sake. Help, please.
Takes all summer, General.
This girl, this cup of a girl presumes. I tell you on behalf of mine to ship her back to Boston before the week is out. Will you inform her of that for me, please?
I, Captain?
She's a hireling. Now, I want it made clear. Unless there's an apology and a complete change of manner, she goes back to Boston on the next train. Will you make that clear?
And where will you be, Captain, while I'm
At the office.
Will you? I thought what she said was exceptionally intelligent. I've been saying it for years.
to his face? Or will you take it, Jimmy, as a flag?